let me know when it pop live on your end. That trap shit, I'm gonna be out there. What day is that again?
Wednesday.
Is it? It's a 20. What day?
Which one? I got one this Wednesday.
The one that you posting the flyers up. Is it this one that coming up?
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to make it.
Yeah, that's
we're
what
gonna have to make it.
Lituation.
All right. What you know, married man lituation, nigga.
Yeah.
Some bitches out there. I'm like, fam.
It's definitely gonna be them.
Nope. Please come on. How we doing, babe? We'll make it go live.
Oh, she about to fuck you up.
Black woman. She said, what?
Why? I know that.
Podcast done, bitch. Right the fuck now. Phil, have a good evening. We good?
Definitely kindly leave. You know.
Yes, indeed.
I got a surprise, but I'm gonna surprise y'all after I surprise y'all. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Marvin, you good?
I'm sure.
Ask me if you good, y'all.
You good?
Oh, shit! I had him with the no look. He said, you good? Oh, goddamn, nigga got me. What the fuck are we doing on a Sunday? Not going to church? This is not safe for motherfucking ears. How you doing, Phil?
I'm doing wonderful, man. How you feeling?
Now, see, that's that cool nigga shit. You see that?
Right.
See, he already big.
Move
He already
real quick.
big, right? So, by default, if you big, you cool. Then I do all this little nigga shit. He like, yeah, anyway, Chihuahua.
No, I wouldn't say all that,
Real
but
rock
you
wilder.
know.
Let me go ahead and tell you. All right, real quick. What we gonna do right now?
But you
We gonna do
definitely
it
got
every
a lot of energy, though.
lot of energy, nigga.
A lot of energy.
Listen,
That's
Yeah.
what he do.
And
A
that's,
little dog, big dog.
and you know why I think that's dope, though? Because you'll get a lot of people attention with
I
that
will
energy.
get that.
You
Yeah.
definitely.
Always.
What they gonna do after they get the attention? Could be a punch in the face.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
No, I don't think.
Nah,
I got them hands though. Hey,
I
don't
seen.
Oh,
I
yeah,
s-
don't let the smallest
I,
fool you.
I seen his Instagram.
I
He
got
kicked
the
the shit out you.
You better shoot me. You better shoot me.
No, I tell you.
Matter of fact, you
what
ain't got to shoot me. If you pull a gun out, I stop.
When he had the battle ropes in his hand, he started hitting one
Yeah.
of these. I said, "Whoa, what the hell?"
Listen, I'm out this big, but I will fuck your kneecaps up.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said-
real quick, what we gonna do every show for now, we gonna do a song. We gonna sing a
Okay.
song. Ain't about singing. Phil could probably sing on a low too.
Nah, I can't sing, bro.
Good,
Trust
good.
me.
That's great. You gonna make
Trust
us look better.
me. Okay.
So we're gonna pick a
They gonna
song.
make you look good. We
Let's pick a song. Now see, I ain't think past this point.
right. I was getting ready to say. So what
Mama,
song do
start
you
it
want
off.
to
You
sing?
start it
Hell
off.
no, nigga.
10 seconds of the song.
Why I gotta?
Baltimore. Let's show
come
some
up with
Baltimore some love. Tell me what you want.
Tell me, babe.
Tell me what you need. Ha!
Tell me, baby.
Tell me if you're sucking, fucking, licking, something, swallowing air.
I don't think that's a song.
Tell me. All right, that's good. All right, let me get
I
into
think.
it.
Look, I was waiting like.
Yeah,
Somebody say
You know that one?
I don't know. Nah.
Y'all know that one. Y'all know that's our favorite song.
No.
Oh, she sucking his wallet. Anyway, we got Phil on the motherfucking show today.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, bro. Thank
Appreciate
you.
Um,
Thank you.
big honor, big honor, big honor, big honor. I'm gonna tell you why it's a big honor, because I said it's a fucking big honor.
Yeah.
But no, it's a big honor because if you are a part of anything media related, radio related, especially not ground up. What is it called? Grassroots, from the mud, right? Because
I guess
when
you
I'm
could say
following me here, nothing was per se given. You had to create and take.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
If you are that type of person, you need to be watching this shit, you fucking whore. Why am I so amped today? It's that Red Bull.
I was getting ready to say, bro.
Sorry, I
And it's-
apologize.
Hold on,
He
and
said
it's
it's the
sugar
real
free.
It's the Red Bull. It's the Red Bull.
Like you ain't already got enough energy.
He said
That's what I'm
energy.
trying to figure out.
But we had my man JS1 on.
Yes.
Radio on 5, VVC Radio. I think he was a part of those platforms.
No. Not Radio on 5, VVC. Just
There we
VVC.
go.
Yeah.
He was the owner and creator of Radio on 5.
No.
Look, I told you.
I just said.
But in that conversation, he came on. First of all, I as homework, I wanted to watch some of it today. I failed. I watched the first part. But I remember listening to the interview, learning a lot, which is the
Okay.
purpose of the show, right?
Yep.
Filterless conversations, and hearing your name in that process. So I wanted to talk about this 1500 radio thing.
Okay.
If you don't know, you must not got no eyes, I guess. Ears.
They still don't see me, bro.
They still don't see you?
Nah.
All right, so let's start from the genesis.
Okay.
We always talk about that on the
Yep.
show, right from the very
from
motherfucking
the
beginning.
very
Very-
jump street. We
Like
wanna-
from the
we
very,
want to see
very
how
beginning.
the cells started, how did they formulate, and they started to gravitate, and then next thing you know, they
Exactly.
started building into the person, and then they started
took
building
that
into
to
the
like
brain.
the
Oh,
primordial
okay.
soup.
Exactly.
I see where you're going at with
So
it, bro.
as evolutionary anthropologist, what do you feel radio, the creation of radio, how far does that go back in the human experience, and how do you think? No,
I was about to say.
1500 radio. What the fuck made you even jump into this avenue? Give us some insight of
Yeah.
Do
radio
you want
field.
the long story? Or you want a
Give
short
us the
story?
long. We got an hour.
Okay, we got an hour. All right. Well, basically, I got a lot of friends that do music, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, we was just getting frustrated. Like, dog, we don't have no platform. There's no love in the city. None of those things. You know what I'm saying? And we spending all this money on this music. We trying to put it out. I mean, like, what can we do to make it big in the city? Because you gotta conquer the city first before you can conquer a region. Before
your
you
market
can, yeah,
first.
man,
Exactly.
and all that. So, man, one day I just woke up like, I'm gonna start, man, radio station. So,
You had no
Damn, hold up.
examples
So
of-
you
yeah.
just go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Those epiphanies.
Yeah.
What the fuck you just was like?
Like, yeah, like
like,
you
I
woke
lit-
up out the
I
bed.
swear
You
to-
literally was
I
just like,
put this
"I'm
on.
start a radio."
I woke up like, yo, I'm gonna start a radio station. So, I'm just a real deep researcher. So, man, I swear it was like 3 in the morning. I'm whipped up the laptop, started like how to start a radio. I was trying to start an FM station, right? So I'm really trying to get all this stuff, all this information together about, the FM, what I need, and everything. So when I got all that stuff, and I quickly found out it takes like $1 million to start a FM radio station. The thing is, on FM radio station, all the airways are brought up. Like people buy them, and then they release them or they sell them.
Right.
They lease them at 100,000.
What?
month.
A month.
They lease them at 100,000.
Yeah, you own a whole wave.
And then yeah, right, exactly. Something that really don't exist. They own it.
Yeah.
They own the frequency.
Yeah, they. Yeah.
But you can also buy it, and they start as low as $1 million. Depends on the range, because you can get one that can go 500 miles. You can get one that can go 5 miles.
Okay, signal
Or-
strength and all
yeah, I
that.
mean, yeah. So then I found out about pirate radio. I don't know if y'all familiar with that, but pirate radio is people that buy their own antennas and they steal the airways. But if you get caught, it's like
yeah, that's a federal
10,
charge.
yeah, federal charge, $20,000 fine. You know what I mean? It's a whole
that
bunch of stuff
extra
that's
shit.
with all that. So I was like, well, shit, man. I mean, I'm from the street, so I'm gonna steal this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm from the streets.
Yeah,
It's 3 in the morning. I'm
outside
steal
that
that shit.
Yeah,
Fuck
like,
these
You
niggas
fucked
stop.
up now.
yeah, so I started looking into like antennas and things like that. I wanted an antenna that was gonna cover the whole city,
Right.
but I mean I couldn't find it. So while I kept researching, I seen something. No, I'm sorry. Ron Dreams. Ron had an interview on an internet radio station, and that's how I found out about internet radio. He had an interview. I was like, oh, all right, so let me check out his interview. He did it with JS1 on Ice Lounge. So I'm like, damn, this is dope. You got the app. I mean, this the new wave right here. You know what I mean? I'm always late on everything. I'm like, this is a new wave. So I'm like,
He said I'm late.
yeah, I didn't know
hate
nothing
that
about.
shit,
I
man.
didn't know nothing about internet radio at all. So I'm like, fuck, Ron, my little man. You know what I mean? I know him since he was in high school, like a kid. You know what I mean? I used to hang with his sister. So I called him like, yo, what was that station you was on? You know what I mean? The other day. He was like, oh, the dude Jay. You know, it's called VC Radio or whatever. I was like, yo, tell me about it. I'm like, I'm asking him questions. He don't know nothing about the shit. Damn,
so
so
he was just like,
was
nigga, I was
there.
just there.
Yeah.
All I did was
So
ask
I'm
questions.
like, yo, tell me about it. Like, how it went and how it looked. You know what I mean? Things like that. Cause the way it was, the way Jay ran it felt professional. It felt like, man, this
Polished.
this is
Like,
an
good.
amazing place.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
why
man,
didn't
this is
anybody
Rick
talk
Jay
about this
somewhere
earlier?
watching this
Yeah.
like, shower with me.
Yeah.
Shower with me with
But,
love and praise.
I mean,
Pause.
For real.
yeah.
Oh.
But I'm not gonna lie. When I heard the interview, I mean, like, all right, you know what I mean? Okay, cool. Granted, as I learned more, I seen that they did need a little bit more work of what they was doing, but
Right.
I was very much impressed.
Right, right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Considering the knowledge you have of the process. at
Yeah,
the time.
exactly. I was very much so. I said, yo, get me in a run with this dude, cause I'm trying to have my own station. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah. He was like, what you gonna call it? I was like, yo, I don't know. Yeah, man, just get me in the word.
Think about that.
Yeah, man.
He's like, I'll figure that out when I get there.
So, yeah, man, he like, all right, y'all, I'll call you back. So I called my homeboy, Marty, my homeboy Party, dude I grew up with. He rap, he do all this. So I called him like, yo, I'm about to start me an internet radio station. He was like, for real, how you gonna do that? I said, yo, I don't know. I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I
We're
don't know
gonna figure
nothing
this out
about
along
it.
the way.
So,
So hold on, let's stop right there for a minute, because this is very, very important.
yeah.
3 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
probably after an X video or Pornhub session.
Nah.
All right, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, 3 o'clock in the morning, Saturday. I mean,
Yeah.
what else do you do? The
Eventually
fact
get to
that you had this epiphany
Right.
out of fucking nowhere,
Mhm.
Boom.
right? Because you felt it was a need
Yeah.
for your community,
Exactly.
and it wasn't being fed.
Yep.
So instead of you looking for a handout per se, right? Also, I'm guarantee you're gonna tell us people that helped you.
Yeah.
You said I'm gonna make this shit happen.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
gonna do it
even
myself.
know how to make it happen,
But it's gonna happen.
But
One
I'm
way or
I'm
another.
gonna make it fucking happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a big fucking deal with everything we
Everything.
do in life.
Yeah, exactly.
Continue.
Okay, so when me and Marty was talking on the phone, I was like, yo, I need a name for it, yo, but it gotta be dope. You get what I'm trying to say? And I said, it gotta be about me. He's like, nah, yo, fuck that. It gotta be about us. I was like, so how can we make this about us? He was like, man, something with our hood or something. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, man. So then we was thinking like different names like LMC Radio and all this stupid stuff. And then he was just like, yo, this name is 1500 Radio. Like, yo, that shit hard. Yeah, I'm like, yo, that shit hard. Like, bet. We gonna do a 1500 Radio. So a lot of people don't know 1500 is the block that I'm from. I'm from the 1500 block of Madison Street.
Okay.
Madison and Blonde. So that's where the 1500 come from. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people thought I was from the Avenue because, you know, they call that 1500 too. But I'm not from the Avenue. I'm from East Side 1500.
Okay.
I'm from East Baltimore. So I got the name. Ron called me back like, yo, I'm going to, he can meet with you tomorrow. I'm like, bet I'll meet with him after work. At this time, I was living on St. Paul and 25th.
Okay. Nice little.
I mean, yeah, St. Paul and 25th. Man, little chick I used to mess with, whatever, we was living there. And he was on Maryland and 25th. So I'm like,
right
yo,
down the
that's
street.
perfect, dog.
Right down the way, yeah.
Yo, 2 blocks down the street.
Right.
So, I mean, I walked down there. I met with y'all. Whatever. He was just telling me, all this stuff about the game. You know when Jay talk, they can't stop talking. So, he gonna keep going. Nah, man. So, I made it real clear to him. I was like, dog, I'm trying to learn. I don't know nothing about internet radio station, but all I know is that I want my own.
From the jump, you did say
From the jump. I'm talking about the first time I met him, I want my own. And he was like, listen, once you come, pretty much, I don't want to say understudy, but once you develop something, and you can develop it with us. I'm like, all right, bet. So I'll start off with a radio show. Mind you, I don't know nothing about radio. I don't know nothing about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You basically lied on your resume.
Yo, you
to
literally
show
was
the-
just like head first.
Yeah, so
I can be an accountant.
so
I know how to
you
count
know,
to 5.
so me and Jay, we came up with the numbers. I asked him for a contract. I'm like, yo, just give me a contract, and we did a 3-month contract. So after I done that, I done all the groundwork. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm excited. Like, all right, I'm with a station now. You get what I'm trying to say? So now I need a team. So I called my man B-Walk, DJ B-Walk. He was in Michigan. We worked for BG&E together.
Okay.
But when he was done, he was offered a job in Michigan. Whatever. So he was in Michigan. I called him up like, yo, I got this dope ass idea. I need a DJ. And the only nigga I can think of is you. He was like, well, shit, yo, I'm about to come back to Baltimore. I'm leaving tomorrow.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
man.
Chances.
Yeah, man. He's like, I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm like, bet. I'm like, yo, when you touch down, I said, I'm gonna let you go get your rest, because he was driving back from Michigan. Go and get your rest, yo, and I'll catch up with you 2 days from now. He like, all right, bet. So I called my man EJ. He a rapper, so I'm like, dog, if you're a legendary rapper in the city, you know EJ. Like back in the day, he was like one of the hottest things back in the day. So I was like, all right, bet. Let me call yo, because then a lot of the rap dudes can respect the fact that he
got a legend
he was a legend, right? So then I called. So he said, bet, yo, I'm with it. So then I called my man Shells. He was up and coming rapper, but he was like a funny dude, and he used to dance. He used to do the dance and whatever. And man, so I called him. I'm like, dog, you would be good for radio. And man, he agreed to it. So then it was just us four at first, and then we was like, yo, we needed a lady. So the first lady we had was the young lady Kana. And man, she was, I'm not gonna say a loudmouth, but she from the streets. She said how it is, and she was nasty. You know, that should be.
That sound like a winning.
Right. Nigga
Yeah,
said,
man.
hold on, he got real
see what
smooth
you
with it.
doing.
He
Yeah,
said, you know how that shit
Hey,
is.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm saying though, she was good for the radio, and she didn't hold back.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was that realness.
I can give her a task, and and she'll get it done. You know what I mean? And then she got pregnant. She got pregnant, and then we brought on Charlie Rossi. Shout out to her. Congratulations, she just had a baby. So
Congratulations.
Both of the ladies.
So yeah, so
mamas.
yeah, they both had. Yeah, that's great. So then we got yeah.
Yeah, literally just said that.
So we got Charlie. So then we was rocking out with the show 1500 Radio, the outlet. That was the name of the show. 1500 Radio presents the outlet, and I'm not scared to say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest. I was VVC first popular show.
Okay. So how he alluded to that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that.
So what are they looking at? They looking at like amount of listener streams. Is it at that time a monetary gain coming in? How do you?
Traction, cause listen, I just started. I went from 0 followers on Instagram to like 1,500 followers.
Exactly 50. That's some funny
Yeah,
shit, right?
well, yeah.
Right.
1500 everything.
I went to like 1,500 followers like in 2 weeks.
Oh shit.
It was new, it was fresh, and I was reposting everybody videos. Like, if you had a video, I'm snatching, I'm reposting it. So they like, Joe, they showing love over there. So, you know what I mean? All the artists was coming to us. You know what I mean? We probably one of the first shows that was making money off of interviews.
So yeah, you were charging people to come on the show. This
Yeah.
wasn't advertisement dollars yet.
No. I was charging like, yo, you want to come on, yo? Listen, man, all we want you to do is buy us a bottle of Henny.
Who gave?
Yeah,
Yeah, the man.
Let me ask you another question. So I did watch some of the interview today with JS1, and he was saying how in the beginning he didn't want to charge artists or talent to come on. He was trying to build the audience to then offset the overhead with advertisement dollars. You from the jump said, no, we're going to, maybe it might not be a big fee, but we're going to charge
We're
that.
gonna charge you something. Just
Did
to
someone
come on.
tell you to
We
do
have a
that,
platform.
or was
No,
it a conversation
I
with him,
just-
or just like that
I
was your
just
business
felt
plan?
like I felt like this. I wanted it so bad, I'd have paid for it. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you wanted that bad,
You gonna pay for it.
why not pay for it?
Right.
I'm paying to be on this platform for you. You get what I'm trying to say? And at first, I didn't ask for much. Like, yo, just bring us a bottle. We like to drink. Bring us something. Or give me $30 and I'll go buy it myself. And people was, yo, that's nothing.
That's
you know
nothing.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's nothing. Yeah.
Right.
So-
I pay that when I go to the
Yeah.
club.
So it's not like I was busting people's heads. I was showing love. You show love back. You get what I'm trying to say?
There's a
That's
mutual
all.
respect
That's
thing.
just mutual respect. Yeah.
So where were you at the time as far as like, let's say you put a show up, right? And were you like, I don't know if you could put a specific number on it, but the number of people that you had that tuned in, did it justify them spending money? Like, was it like, oh yeah, we would put a show on and it'd be like 500 listeners or
And then after that,
100
I-
listeners or 1,000
so
listeners? Like,
back then,
because that's what I'm gonna think. I'm like, damn, even if it's 30, I'm like, why the fuck am I paying you if you only getting 2 listeners?
right. So
So-
back then, I only knew what Jay told me,
Okay.
and all I knew that he was just excited
Okay.
about my show.
That was that
Right.
Netflix. That's what Netflix do now. They don't give you the numbers. They be like, "Good job. You want another season?"
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
Well,
okay.
yeah.
So you were reading off.
Where you
him.
sign? Do you want to
Yeah,
sign right here?
'cause Jay, I mean, he can be a lot of things.
Like us all, right?
He can be a lot of things, but one thing I can give to him, at least with me, he always been honest. If my show didn't do well that week, he told me. If my show did well that week, he told me. So I really didn't focus on the numbers because the numbers didn't matter. You get what I'm trying to
He's
say?
like, I'm just trying to get the shit going.
Yeah, numbers didn't matter. Followers mattered. You get what I'm trying to say? If I got enough people that's following me, and I say, go check out No Safer Is. If you get 2 more followers, then I did my job, right?
Exactly, because word of mouth, those two may tell their aunt, cousin, and
Exactly.
And then
it
it start-
extrapolates out.
Exactly.
Not
So,
safe for is too.
so my bad.
He said no bitch ass nigga, safe ass, pussy ass,
Not
hoe
Safer
ass
Is.
niggas.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, you could, man.
So-
You on the show. You
No,
could.
so
Right, no,
so
yeah,
the
you
thing is that I felt like he was genuine with his answers. So I mean, and I didn't care. I didn't care. I'm like, yo, you know what I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he told me that I was killing it, and I felt like I was.
Yeah.
Right.
So he didn't have to tell me that I
So-
was killing. I felt like I was killing it. You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm
Right.
just like, bet. All right. So I'm gonna keep this ball rolling.
also
Because
wanna
now,
know.
so now everybody, I started getting good at it at radio.
Mm-hmm.
Start researching. Like, all right, now I could talk like this on the radio, or I can make my voice louder because I'm laid back. You know what I mean? So remember I was telling you about energy is everything. You get what I'm trying to say?
Of
So
course.
I got more energy on the radio than you will see me in person. Oh yeah, and another thing that I didn't say. A lot of people didn't know who ran 1500 Radio for at least 2 years.
Mm.
Because I was never bigger than the brand.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The brand
getting ready to ask you
always
about
came
that, like,
first.
'cause
The
I-
brand always came first. Always 1500 Radio. When I first started, I didn't have no show. I didn't have nothing. You get what I'm trying to say? And I showed up to events, posting on Instagram, and people literally, yo, 1500 Radio went here, yo, where they
And I
at?
know who the fuck.
I be standing right next to you.
So what's the psychology behind that? Was it
Right.
so? For instance, let's say if I own half of the city's Chick-fil-A's,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to keep the revenue stream coming in, but
Right.
I also don't want the haters to be like, I don't want to fuck. Was it that kind of thing? Like
That
you know
was
what?
the thing. That was the
Don't
thing.
attach to
Right.
me in
Because
case
you
you
know-
don't like me.
you know-
Right.
The product.
At least
Yeah.
like the
You
brand.
know
can't
how
do nothing
people
about
is
that.
in Baltimore, and y'all know. You know what I mean? Oh,
Oh,
that's
anywhere.
Phil. That's
Yeah,
Phil.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
I
fuck
ain't
with
fuck
him.
that. You know what I mean? Phil
Right.
always trying to do some shit, right? So nobody knew, and Jay, he the motherfucker that kept taking that hat out that bag. He kept telling people, "Oh, he owned 1500." Like he was the one that told everybody. You know what I mean? And I kept telling him, like, "Yo, stop that shit. Yo, stop." He's like, "No, man, fuck that. They gotta know who you are." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So for a long time, nobody knew. You'll see me. Oh, I just was a host. You get what I'm trying to say? If we all three on the show, you know what I mean? Does that mean that I own the shit? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I was just a host. So for a long time, that was the big mystery. Who ran 1500 Radio? And it was fucking hilarious. So. It was so funny. I had a good laugh out of it.
I'm telling you,
That's a good
I
one.
remember seeing the post and knowing it, and I never knew
See?
you until I met you.
Right.
But you would see 1500 Radio, 1500. Who the
Who
fuck
the
is?
Who the fuck is it?
It's 18 different shows. Who
Shows.
the fuck is 1500?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially-
Yeah.
Right.
Today, man.
Now, and I was going to ask about the whole team inquiring because I saw how you had how you pinpointed what you wanted for that 1500 Radio. So the psychological part that goes behind that, like when you strategically picked your team, like what made you figure that this was gonna be what you needed?
Well,
Good question.
it goes back to knowing what you want.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all started this show, y'all knew what y'all wanted, right?
Not really.
Nope.
Not really? Okay, all
We
right.
freestyle.
We had first, hold up. From those pictures right there, nigga. After that day, nigga, we was like,
I mean, we formulated, we planned,
Yeah.
we be strategic, but like I talked to you off camera about this. Marvin knows. I was being me,
Right.
and my nigga came to me, and then we built and said, okay, we gotta get the muscle nigga on there because he work out.
Okay.
You know, ladies come on, we tell him pull his shirt off, pinch his nipples. They love that shit, right? That's the sex shit.
he does this every episode. Every
Danny,
fucking
Big Danny,
episode.
shout out to my man Danny.
Yeah.
This motherfucker strong as shit, but he's one of them like very,
Yo.
very smart, articulate motherfuckers.
Okay.
You know,
Very.
we can take that part of the market, the smart, not nerdy, but like the people that really want to digest shit.
Right.
You want the loud and crazy. Then you got Denzel, and he
And
talk
he-
about fucking old prostitutes and strip clubs.
Yeah, and fucking selling
that's how we
selling
did
young
it.
dudes the grannies and shit.
That's how we did it. But did you answer the question about the great question?
No, I'm about to answer
My
that.
bad.
Well,
Before I get it.
I knew that I wanted a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I wanted one, and I knew I wasn't gonna get somebody that wasn't nice. So I had got my man B Walk a gig before. One of my homegirls needed a DJ, and I never seen him DJ before. He just told me he was a DJ. We worked together. He told me he was a DJ. I'm like, well, shit. I know somebody that need a DJ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you trying to make this money or what? He like, yeah, hell yeah. Yo, killed that shit. It was really nice. I always had that in the back of my mind, so it was a no-brainer he was gonna be the first person I called. I knew I needed somebody popular because I'm not known in the city for music or nothing like that. I'm probably known for other things. You know what I mean? But nah, not even that. Not even that. I'm just talking about like a person that just know me. Like, oh, yo, you hooped in high school or something like that. Nothing like in the streets. Yeah, I'm with you, though.
Fucking man,
But,
bitch.
that too.
Fucking these bitches. We mean, ladies, y'all
I was waiting. Hey, look,
relax.
whole time I was actually waiting for you to cut in with that. I was waiting for that shit.
You know
nigga.
I'm gonna do
You
that.
better.
But I wasn't known for that, so I needed to attract an older crowd because I was getting older. You know what I mean? So eventually, I was gonna tap into that market, and I needed somebody younger that was in the scene. You know what I mean? So it was just somebody that everybody can pull that following to this one following, and then we already have a great following, in which that happened. I mean, with the radio show, of course, good things come to an end. Everybody trickled off. You know what I mean? And then,
Well, that's where I want to stay at.
okay. Yeah.
So we got more insight on how you picked the squad. You can tell that you're very analytical. This motherfucker 3 a.m. woke up and said, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Like
And
he
then
didn't
hold
say
on.
this is making
And then
sure.
hold on. Let me follow that up with. That's one of those. I read it in a book. Thoughts become things.
Yeah.
Like it started with a thought, and literally now look.
That Taco Bell woke
That's
his ass
crazy.
up. I don't know what he's eating that night.
Yeah, I know he had the bubble
I
guts,
don't-
and then he woke up to go
They
take a
woke up
shit.
saying,
Was
No,
like,
yo,
drop
don't you
out
know?
shit.
Also, just you ever been in like in a deep thought,
all the time.
and then you go to sleep on it, and then you then you start to dream about it, then you wrestling with it. So I wrestled with it. You know what I mean? So hard. I love radio when I was a kid. You know, I always wanted to do it.
You
But-
appreciated the air.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I love 92Q, like Conan and all that. You feel me? Yeah, I grew up on all that. You know what I mean? Big Fat Morning Show and all that. I'm showing my age
No,
and shit.
listen. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. You either gonna die early, get old. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I
Yeah,
remember
man,
that show.
so
Yeah.
I always had a great appreciation for it. So I guess that appreciation that I had for it, and then I'm like, yo, 92Q ain't gonna hire me. I mean, I got a business marketing degree. You know what I'm trying
right,
to say? So I'm not gonna be an on-air personality. So let me just have my own shit.
Let me use my skills.
Exactly.
My skill set, business marketing.
Exactly.
Right.
You said, all right, cool. I was still, you know what? Raven Paris, a shout out Raven Paris. Yesterday we went to one of the I Am Her series panels.
Okay.
And it was a young lady, I believe her name was Jennifer. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong. But they putting the stuff together. And she was talking about that. Her and some other people on the dais was talking about, you might want to get in the field. But the field, on paper, feel like it's not a place for you. But then you can also take your skill sets, business marketing. Maybe you don't have a background to be an on-air talent, or maybe not have those skills at the time, but you can still take what works for you.
And make it your own.
And so if you want to be an actor, but you a fitness specialist, well, go work out some fucking actors. Get some training, and the next thing you know, you playing a role as a fitness. You know what I'm saying? You can still
Right.
find your way into an industry.
Yeah, you can navigate
even
your
though
way
on
through.
paper you don't have it. So that's
Right.
cool how you did that.
Yeah.
So we see you're very analytical. We see how you picked your team. You're doing great on the show.
Okay.
But from jump, you said you wanted your own.
Yeah.
How did you transition into
Okay,
that
so-
conversation of like, okay, it's time for me to branch out?
All right. Well,
flat-
And yeah, it's time for me
somebody.
to jump.
I'm not
way
gonna
off the
lie
deep
to
end.
you, man. My co-host put the battery in my back because she knew what I wanted. You know what I'm trying to say? So
potential of it
she
and all that,
she
yeah.
put the battery in my back, and she seen the potential. So so we was at VBC, and VBC was going through whatever they was going through. You know, I mean, it was none of my business. I just was a show on his platform. So he had moved to another location. We moved with him, and that was crazy. That was kind of close to where I was living at too. So, the building that we moved to, right? My co-host worked with him. They had the same job, so she was talking to him about my plans. You know what I'm trying to say? Nothing like to go behind nobody's back. Just general conversation. Yeah, we got a radio show, but we want to do our own thing. I mean, and we know it's gonna take money, and we need a building. So the dude pretty much was like, "Well, y'all can rent upstairs." I mean, I'm gonna call it what it is. He said, "Y'all can rent upstairs."
How much were they asking for?
I don't remember. It wasn't a lot.
Less than a stack.
I think like 200
Okay. Monthly.
Not bad.
Monthly.
a month. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad at
So
all.
yeah, man. So
got
one
nothing
day,
in?
she called me. She called me on the phone, and he was on the phone,
Okay.
and we talked about it. You get what I'm saying? We talked about it, and I told him, "All right, bet, yo, I'm ready to do it, but I have to talk to Jay first,
Right.
out of respect.
Right. The guy that put you on it.
Yeah, out of
game.
respect. I
Mhm.
got to talk to him first. You feel me? And let him know what's going on, how everything moving. The guy talked to Jay before I did.
Oh.
So did he also have that same loyalty that maybe you felt you had to repay? Like, okay, shit. Now that I know their relationship, let me go give him a heads up. Is that what he did?
I don't
or
know. I don't know what it
Was
was.
he trying to? I'm on the outside. Was he trying to do like some? All right, I'm gonna see what the fuck he want that space for. So maybe I can get the highest bidder type of thing.
Yeah, so I don't know what that was about.
Okay.
I don't know.
Man,
I just know he told him
Okay.
before I had a chance to.
Okay.
you wanted to be there. You wanted to go and talk.
But Jay got in his feelings. He was emotional. He took me out the roster. You get what I'm trying to say?
Immediately, it was a conversation first that happened. or-
No conversation. He just took me out the roster, and he had put Raven in them in my
Okay.
time slot,
Okay.
which was smart.
Is that the love the culture show at
Yeah.
the time? Okay. Okay.
So they was coming on. So I had a prime slot, which was smart on his end. Man, fuck it. This is a prime slot. Let me bring them and put them in that slot. And then I'm like, B-Walk screenshot and sent it to me like, oh, yo, we not on VVC no more. I'm
Like completely gone.
yo, wasn't on the roster no more.
Now, was there any kind of communication over job fire?
No
right?
communication.
Just
No
it was
communication
just found out
between
by
me and
not-
Jay.
They changed the lock on you, and that's how
Yeah,
you.
when
knew.
you went to go home,
Yeah.
it was like click, click.
It was no communication. I mean, no communication. You know what I mean? And then we talked. It was a heated conversation.
I guarantee it was.
And he wasn't really trying to hear what I was saying. And I was basically trying to tell him, like, listen, dog, I'm not that guy. Yes, I had the conversation. I'm not going to lie to you. I had the conversation.
Right.
Yes, I did. And yes, I was planning to move forward with it. But I told him that I was going to talk to you first out of respect of what you did for me. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I'm appreciative that you brought me in, you knew my plans or whatever, and you took a chance on me, whatever. But let's not forget that first conversation that I always told you I'm going to do my own thing.
Did he remember that conversation?
Yeah, he said it on your show.
Yeah,
So
he
he
said
had to
it.
remember.
He said it on there.
He said it.
My bad.
No.
It's all right. You good.
He said it. So, you know, we had that heated conversation, and you know, he did some shit behind my back, but it hit no
Right,
there.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
trying to say? So, I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck it. You get what I'm trying to say? The way you do things, whatever, when you're not doing things with malicious intent, you always show that person, like, dog, I'm genuine. So every time I seen Jay, what's up, bro? You want a drink? Buying you a drink. Yo, come on, come and get. I got you. Every time I see him, I'm buy you a
It
drink.
was business.
You know what I'm trying
It
to
was
say?
love. I tried to do the best way I could.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but it was no ill.
But they
intentions.
always gave me they all gave me the cold shoulder. They always gave me the cold shoulder. He talked to
When
me.
you say
yeah,
there, you talking about the BBC radio
just
squad
that
at the
whole
time.
team.
Right,
you know what I'm trying to say? He gave me the cold shoulder. You know what I mean? And I was fine with that. But I'm genuine. I know eventually he'll realize, yo, Phil ain't really that. I ain't that type of nigga. I'm not that type of nigga to do anything behind the back. Is it my fault that I answered the phone and he was on the phone? No, it's not my fault. You know what I mean? And not to say that she did anything malicious. She was just putting a bed on my back because she knew what I wanted. She was my friend. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
That
And
was
also
my friend.
a co-host.
Co-host.
Co-host,
She's
yeah.
a part of it too.
Yeah, she's a part of it. She's my friend. So she was doing me a solid. She was like, yo, I know this is burning. She told me that. This shit burning in you. Like, you don't want to be here. I'm not saying like I didn't want to be there, but you want to have your own.
How long was it from you starting to that point?
I was with VVC probably almost a year.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I wanted my own. I always talked about it like, dog, if I did, if this was mine, I would do it this way. It was some things that I was taking to Jay like, yo, we got to do this, yo. We got to spruce this shit up. We got to make it look better. We got to do, and you know, he don't give a fuck. He don't care about that stuff. He care about just about the product, and that's fine. You know what I'm trying to say? Me, I'm more so. I like the wild people. Like, oh, I didn't expect this. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
So I mean, so then yeah, they gave me a co-solo a couple times. I supported everything they did.
Still.
To this day.
He said that too.
To this day.
Yeah.
Where that from? Who knows that part? To this day. Any boxing fans?
Oh yeah, that's
Wild.
wild right here.
To this day.
Yeah,
You
I
remember that?
supported everything he did. Every
Sorry.
party, every event, I was there. You get what I'm trying to say? Because I'll never forget what you did for me in this radio thing. You
So
know what
when
I'm
did it
trying to
turn around for him? I guess constantly seeing you and seeing that you
I
worked
think
the
so.
energy. Did he eventually
Yeah.
come over to you? Was
Yeah,
it
I
a
think-
conference?
I
phone?
don't
Nah,
think
he just-
energy is not deniable.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
you can't do nothing about it. Like,
I mean, was it like a phone conversation? Like, all right, look, dog. I see.
Well, I mean, no.
It was
It
probably just-
gradually.
yeah,
you know
I was
what
gonna
mean?
say,
Like,
it
it just
probably just-
gradually. Like, if I always genuinely, eventually you just gonna be like, all right. You know
What's
what I
up,
mean?
yo?
What's
What's
up?
happening, bro?
Yeah, so you know what I mean. So
I mean,
that's what it was.
I see what you're saying. It was gradual, but like, was it like, all right, y'all was finally at an event and all right, man.
Or you want to know where it was?
Yeah, like-
what
Was
did
it
it
a-
happen?
No,
like,
it turned
text-
into jokes.
Okay.
You know, Jay joke.
Okay.
It turned into a joke. So it started turning into a joke. Like, yeah, nigga, you try to. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, man, you know it wasn't like that. You get what I'm trying to say? So I always pay homage with that. So when I left Jay, appreciate Jay, I kind of thank him. Well, I'm going to thank him for putting Love the Culture in my slot. You know what I'm trying to say? Because that also put the battery in my back to start my own shit.
Real quick,
Mm.
economics, creative destruction. Sometimes things are destroyed, and in that process,
Sis.
right?
Yep.
Exactly.
Like the Phoenix Bird.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You had to take that. Now, depending on where your mindset is, you could have like, man, fuck all this. I'm gonna go back
Right.
to whatever I was doing.
Yeah.
But they put it fueled you even further.
Yeah, hell
Yep.
yeah. So I
And
said,
that's important.
So I said,
And the Phoenix arose from the
Right.
ashes.
So at this point, I called my co-host up. I said, "Fuck that building."
Let's
we
get it.
out.
You know what I mean?
Let's
Fuck that
get it.
building. Fuck, cause the dude opened his mouth. You know what I mean? And I told him I was gonna say, I'm like, well, fuck him. He ain't gonna get my money.
Oh, so
Yeah, man.
the dude who you said fuck them.
Fuck that.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Fuck.
that created that tension.
Yeah, yeah.
So
man,
he's like, no.
Fuck however Jay feeling, and we gonna work. So we took that shit to my house. Took it to my house. I bought my little mixer board. You feel me? And we podcast for like 3 months. Podcast for like 3 months, right? We just dropping hella podcasts, just dropping them. That shit was getting big. Like, I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, yo, we need a building now because you niggas can't keep coming to my motherfucking house. Man,
Yeah.
so
That's my next.
That's gotta be the
Not
next
to
one.
get niggas to get you in against, but it's like, yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
we understand.
so
you niggas can't keep coming to my house.
so then Jay moved out of that building.
Okay.
Then that building came about again. So I'm just was like, so my co-host was like, yo, fuck it, yo, it's right here. Let's just do it.
Right.
Like, all right, bet. Boom, we did it. So we moved in to the building that Jay and them moved out of. And that's when they got popular, when they moved up on Charles Street, I think. That's when they started blowing up. So we moved in that building, and like 2 weeks later, I signed my first show. It was called The 23rd Floor. It was hosted by Niche. So I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, we going to get this shit started. So then we realized how raggedy that building was. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that shit was raggedy. Got rat holes and all this
All
shit
kinds of
going
shit.
on there. Niggas like, yeah, yo. So shout out to Charlie. Charlie like, fuck no, we got to get out of here. So then I found a building on York Road. And that's when the brand changed.
So the location helped that, or the,
Nah, I mean, I don't know if the location helped. No, location ain't
maybe
helped
the
it.
energy y'all just felt
It just
better.
felt-
and-
yeah,
like-
because you were in a better spot. You felt like, all right, it's really time to show the fuck off.
Yeah, so I started, instead of just sitting on my ass, I started reaching out. Oh, you got a podcast? All right, come do a show with me. You know what I'm saying? I interview them, and they'd be like, yo, where you podcasting at? Oh yeah, they charging me this much. I'm like, oh man, shit, yo, I'll charge you this much. Nigga like, all right, bet. Sign the show. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, we gotta
Yeah,
clip
man.
that. All right, bet.
Yeah, so I signed the show. Then he told his man. He came
Word
on.
of mouth, yeah.
Signed the show. Then he told his man. Then I was like, you know what? This shit going too fast. I'm going to start paying y'all to do it. You bring me a show, I give you half up.
You a business motherfucker.
Right.
I see how you're incentivizing more
Right.
people.
Nigga said,
Oh, buy one, get one free.
free.
Bring a friend, and you get referral. All
all that kind of shit.
Yo,
Marketing,
I see
baby.
The fuck you doing?
Marketing.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Nigga
Listen,
said, I can give it away for free because I'm going to make it double back.
Let me just give y'all this little thing that I learned from one of my branding classes. I graduated from Morgan State University.
Shout
right?
them out.
Ooh.
HBCU.
Yeah, so in my branding class, they told us if you put your brand first and you fall back, you'll make a lot more money because 9 times out of 10, people don't know who they investing into, right? So he gave me this crazy analogy. He said, just think of it. Everyone loves the NFL, right? Everybody love it. Mothers, fathers, children, grandparents, and all that. But we know who runs the NFL, but who owns it. You get what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
The person that owns it put a face in front, let them delegate,
Front man or woman. Right.
Mm-hmm.
and he sit back, put the brand first, and collect his dividends.
Right.
You're really getting really bigger when they talk about the 1% and how they own half of the world, 90% of the fucking world.
Right.
They just let these little fronts.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I own all the stocks. Y'all
You
go
get
ahead and
what
do
I'm-
that.
I got
Alright,
shares
you
in
know what I'm
this. I got shares
So-
in that.
so
I got
now-
shares over here.
So now, just think about it. You got everybody yelling out 1500 radio. So when I moved into my building in York Road, I had 2 shows. 23rd floor, Ask Charlie, right? Then I signed C. She the shout out to C. She was my 3rd show I signed. She came on and had Support Your Own Saturdays. She brought in all the business owners. You know what I'm trying to say? From that, she had on 100 Grand Man. So by her having on 100 Grand Man, I posted it on Instagram.
Ooh.
The dude, Skitty from Social Lowness, hit me up. Cause like, I seen 100 Grand Man on your shit. You must be legit.
Yeah, right.
I don't know 100 Grand Man. He just was on there on some Support Your Own, just dropping jewels. I met him that day. You get what I'm trying to say? So.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, you know, 100 Grand Man fucking with us. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so
What you talking about?
yo, then Skitty came on. You know what I'm trying to say? And then I signed the show called Live from the Shop. And they brought some people in, and then they brought some people in, and then before you know it, y'all had like 15 shows within like the first 90 days. You know what I mean? And I thought that was like, yeah, yo. But we all was in the same boat. We all was new. 1500 new. The podcast is new. Like, we doing this together. So we all bumping up together. So, but things really clicked for me when I signed Brenny. Yeah, Brenny, yeah. When I signed Brenny,
How long she been a part of 1500?
she's still a part of 1500.
I mean, but like
How long?
since when? Yeah.
Since we was on York Road, so she been rocking with me for like 2 years, 2.5 years. No, I've been in my building now for 2 years, so 3 years. Cause I only been independent for 3 years. You know what I'm trying to say? So a lot of people don't know that I started my first broadcast in 2016. So that October 2016. So I feel like that's when 1500 started.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Officially, that's when I went out and got my trademarks and my E&I numbers and all that. You know what I mean? So officially, 1500 Radio was let's just say October 1, 2016. So Bren didn't. She came not long after that. So when Bren came, she went hard. 1500 radio this, 1500 radio that. Motherfuckers start paying attention. Then people start calling me. So I mean, Bren, yo, I fucks with her. Me and Bren go hard.
Did she have a background in media or journalism?
Yeah,
Or
she
did
was
have any
already.
kind
She
of
was on
base-
VBC.
Okay.
She was on VBC. She was on Crime. She Bren was doing real well in the radio game. she was doing events and stuff like that. She was like one of the popular ones, you know. So after I signed Brand, I got probably about like 2 shows out of her. And people just kept coming, you know. I mean, my brand spread it from word of mouth.
Right.
Not because I'm just 1500 radio. It's because I'm a genuine dude, and I'm gonna do what I told you I'm gonna do.
See, when you
Yeah,
said
and
word of
creating a
mouth,
platform,
Yeah.
created a platform for those people too.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
And I mean, being able to do that for them, hey, that shit gonna
Nah,
gravitate.
it wasn't just word of mouth. Because word of mouth could be like, yo, that motherfucker, you know.
Oh,
he-
we
you
talking
know,
about
it could
some-
be
I'm
bad.
I'm talking about
we
in the beginning,
good.
though.
Yeah, no. When I mean word of
No,
mouth,
we
it's
talking
like
about
the
good
type of
and
word
bad.
of mouth. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
because
they could say he ain't shit. That's still word of mouth.
right.
You were obviously doing something. Now, Jay also posted a story, and I've seen it a lot. To somebody somewhere, you're a villain.
Right.
So you're not
Of course.
always the best thing to everybody.
Right.
But for the majority of the people you fuck when did business with, that word of mouth spread and it was contagious.
Right.
for Good.
And my
case.
thing is
But-
because of the simple fact that not only that, but you know how the term goes, like people will praise you in quiet, but then they'll
I
bash
hate
you out
man.
loud.
Can
You
we
feel
talk
me?
about them motherfuckers real quick?
Like-
Well, yeah. I mean,
That
say-
should be
Let
crazy.
me say this one thing. We had a lot of fun too. Consumed a lot of Hennessy, so I mean, we had a
I
whole
love
bunch
that,
of
I love
we
that.
had we had a whole bunch of fun. You know what I mean, so it wasn't no uptight place. I mean, you can be yourself. I mean, I always encourage that. You know what I mean, of course, you got people that don't like me.
but that's part of the human
Yeah, cool.
experience.
It's people that had bad experience at 1500 radio, bad,
Right
and I'll just be like, how the fuck did that happen? You get what I'm trying to say? But keep saying it in quiet because you know what I mean. They'll never say it to my face, and that's the only thing about this media game that I don't like. Don't. Why would you tell this person, that person what I'm doing bad instead of letting me know so I can fix it or I can be
Right.
better so this will never happen again?
But that's human nature. That's not
Yeah,
even
man.
me.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Unfortunately, they gotta put on that fake front because if they feel there's any kind of advantage of working with you, they
Yeah.
rather do that in public. But that's in
Yeah, it's
corporate
pe- it's-
world.
yo.
That's in fitness world. Niggas,
Everything.
hey
yeah.
man, you do that? That motherfucker. That's just everywhere.
it's
Nigga
people
trying to
out,
kill me.
it's people out here that owe me. I'm talking about owe me money, owe me their podcast, content, all that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
And act as like, yo, like I didn't give you the game. You know what I'm saying? It's people I gave the game. Just research. Man, like I told you, I'm a mean research. Content building, the whole yard. You know what I'm trying to say? I threw workshops. I gave them the game. I didn't keep it for myself. I threw quarterly workshops. Paid it out of my own money. I gave them awards and everything. You get what I'm trying to say? I tried to be the best brand in Baltimore City. I think I accomplished that goal. You know what I mean? Because if people really sit back and look at the things that I done for them, I done more good than bad. You know what I'm trying to say? The only thing bad I really had was technical difficulties. Like I told you earlier. You know what I mean? Shows I lost. How many things I fucked up. You know what I mean? But people will never appreciate the long days that I spent in 1500 radio engineering everybody's show. I remember one time I worked on we got popular that we was starting at 10 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we ain't end until 12 o'clock at night. People don't put in the fact that I was the one.
sacrifice.
I was the one there with my slippers on, engineering all the shows,
Were they live stream shows or you had to go?
everything live.
Oh shit! So you actually on a particular board and make sure?
I'm on the board.
Okay.
On the board, saving, uploading, making sure that show sound good. You know what I'm trying to say? I done all that. I gave everything in me to 1500 radio. You know what I'm trying to say? And I never understood how some people left me unappreciative. You know what I'm trying to say? You know what I mean? How don't you appreciate that? The work a nigga put in for you, dog. So you can have the best brand you ever been. And one person told me they left 1500 radio because they feel like their show ain't grown. So I'm like, yo, how your show, how is the brand growing and you not growing? I mean, I done grown to a different platform. I started Podcast City now. I done grown to that. So you obviously something that you're not doing within yourself. They ain't like that.
People like to play the victim.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't like that. So
They like to play the victim.
yo, like one thing I learned about this media game, you got some people that's gonna appreciate you and celebrate you, but then you gonna have them ones that's gonna always try to pick you apart. And you gotta watch out for the ones that go from platform to platform to platform because they the messy ones. You know what I'm trying to say? Because anybody that came to my platform, if anybody came to my platform after you was on another platform, first thing I said, don't come here messy. Make sure you take care of your business over there first.
Keep that whatever energy you got, leave that over
You
there,
c-
and
you-
then come over here talking
You can't
shit.
come to me.
I like that.
You can't come to me with a bill. If you got a bill at VBC, you got a bill at Crown, you got a bill
I like
at
that. They
Radio
gonna
on
leave you a
Fire.
fucking bill then.
Yeah, you got a bill with them. Pay that shit. You need help. Let's get that done. I done paid niggas BG&E bills. I put grocery in their house.
Damn, I'm
Big-
hungry and my lights about to.
Yeah.
Baby, turn the lights off real quick. My lights about to go off.
Yeah, man, I'm
I shouldn't
being
have bought them snacks in here.
Serious.
I'm
That's
being
crazy.
serious. You
Right.
feel me? And people left me unappreciative. And this is the first time I ever talked about it because I don't really be like putting that out there.
Right.
But yeah, yo, how can you not appreciate somebody that gave you everything in them as far as the game? You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
You gave him a cheat sheet.
It
Anybody give
happens
you
that
the
way.
cheat sheet?
But you know what, though?
Nobody. I had to
Nigga
get it out the
started.
mud.
It started when he woke up with bubble guts.
Well, no, you got a little help, right? You know, Jay showed
I
you a
mean-
little love.
Yeah,
You had
but
friends and family, people you worked out.
No,
your
well,
initial
Jay-
crew helped you out.
Well, Jay taught me how to do radio. Like he knew how to do it. But he didn't give me the game on how start a stream, engineer a show. He
That
didn't
was
give
the
me all that
research you
game.
had to do.
I told that nigga one time, like, hey, yo, you ain't give me none of the game you said you was gonna get me. He said, well, you had to figure that shit out on your own. I did. I'm like, shit.
But
I can
you know
respect
what?
that.
I'll do it. That's what you said, right? We're like, okay, I, see
Exactly.
what
I can
it is.
respect that. And
I'm
now,
showing
like
you
I
how to
said,
go, how this part goes. But you got to do this behind the scenes homework type shit.
yeah, but
I'm
that's
cool
one
with
thing
that.
I respect about Jay. A lot of people don't like him. You know what I mean? But you don't gotta like somebody to respect him. One thing I respect about Joe is Joe was honest. He gonna tell you what it is, how it is, and what it is. He don't care how you feel about him, and he always kept it funky with me, and I always kept it funky with him.
Where do you see? So I heard Podcast City. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, are we going to 3,000 radio, 1,500 times 2? What we doing? What's,
Nah.
Right,
what's,
what's that
what's,
doing?
what's on the horizon for
so-
Phil and everything he's doing?
So Podcast City came about is because I had too many fucking shows.
This nigga said, I had too much shit. Let me just make a whole nother shit to deal with all this
Yeah,
shit.
so then that way I can try to maneuver this side, and then once I,
like
get
it.
here, I'm gonna step over this side, and then
Yeah,
nigga
so-
two-stepping his way through the game.
So what it was, I was trying to make it easier for people. So I wanted 1500 radio to transition from talk radio to traditional radio. I wanted music playing, just a real, just
Like
real,
segments and shit, right?
segments and all
Yeah.
that. And then I was like, yo, everybody that's a talk show, I'm gonna put down Podcast City. I mean, of course, that plan failed because a lot of people felt like, well, I did kind of say it. A lot of people felt like Podcast City was like the D League. If you went down there, I ain't care and all that, or they call it just a hobby or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'll just be like, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Was it like the aesthetic value, the technical aspect of like
No,
shit you like?
everything
What was it?
everything was good. It's just that seen that it was a need for development. So I told one person like, yeah, some of the shows that I'm gonna send down there, I'm sending down there because they need to develop and just be better. I feel like 1500 radio probably too much pressure. And then everybody got a whiff of it. Oh, it's a D League. So when I came up with the list, like, yeah, this D show's going down there, and I mean, a lot of people was upset, but they quickly like got over it because people support me. You know what I mean? They quickly got over like, all right, yeah, it's not what it seems.
Right, it's actually just more of a
Is that-
critiquing part.
Yeah.
Like, we'll start right here, work on building that up, and then we can bring you back up here.
Yeah,
But we
yeah,
gotta-
that's what it was gonna be.
Yeah,
But
pilot.
now it's not like that. If you want Podcast City, you want Podcast City. I'll show you both stations, and you can pick. You know what I'm trying to say? And truthfully, Podcast City look way better than 1500 radio. because I built that from scratch.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So we got Podcast City. We got 20 shows down there. We got 20 shows up here. Now it's just not everything not bunched up and trying to crank, man, this hour show. And you got people outside waiting. And I mean, I ain't got none of those problems no more because now I get a spreadsheet. Boom, this is the time slot I got up here. This is the time slot I got here. What's the difference? The only thing that's different is 1500. It's been around a lot longer. You know what I mean? And it's more popular. But you get the same things. And you're going to get the same training. You know what I'm saying? So,
What else do you offer some of the people on the show? Like, how do you offer them chances to create revenue streams? Is it like if they bring a certain amount of people, they get advertisement space? Sponsorships?
See, so if you sign on to 1500, everything I have access to, you have access to.
Okay.
I have videographers, photographers. You know what I mean? I negotiate prices. I negotiate a set price. So if his price is $150 a show, I negotiated $60 a show. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you're part of my platform, you can get this videographer. He gonna video your show $60 a show.
Right.
And I don't do advertising revenue sharing.
Okay.
I don't share. So whatever you bring in is yours.
Okay.
You make $4,000 that month, or you only pay me what you owe me.
Now, what would they make the $4,000 from?
Advertising, sponsorships, stuff like that. You gotta do your own work. I'm not gonna do the work for you.
So going out there and securing those sponsorships, saying,
getting those sponsorships. I
you
got
gotta
this
do your
radio
own
better.
work. And then
now, do you also, unlike Jay, we're not trying to beat up on Jay, but do you let them know maybe what their traffic numbers are looking like so they can use that
if they
negotiating?
ask.
Okay,
if they ask, I normally do a report every year.
Okay.
So yeah, we working on a report right now. Shout out to my team. We do a report
Shout
every
out to
year.
their team.
You know what I mean? So I do a report. You know what I mean? And if they ask for it, some people don't care because some people take their shows and put them on their own platforms and they go off their own.
They use your space more of a recording platform.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So if they ask for them, some people ask for them, and I'll go and crunch the numbers and I'll give it to them. You know what I mean? And then they create their own charts on, you know, how they doing each quarter or whatever. So, I mean, but I do a yearly thing because when I go to my sponsors, I take all the numbers and then this is what 1500 Radio's doing. This is what Podcast City doing. But if you put both of them together, this is what we doing. And here's all my shows.
Right. Boom,
So
boom, boom,
it's just
boom,
like, oh, all right, this show popular than that show, boom, boom, boom. All right, then I want to fuck with that show. You get what I'm trying to say?
I think.
So I normally, if I bring you advertising, then I take 70% and I pay you 30%. But if you bring your own, you keep 100%. I feel like that's fair.
I feel like
I feel like that.
it forces you to learn.
Yeah, it forces you
Yeah,
not
but
only to
then if
learn,
you
but it forces you to level the fuck up. Like either you get your own shit or you got to take what somebody else is giving you. Why not go get your own shit if niggas already telling you if you bring in your own shit, that's yours. Period.
Yeah,
Niggas
so
be like,
like
nigga, fuck that.
I
nigga.
want
Let's
pe-
get
I
the
want
shoes
I
on.
want people to hustle, man. I want people to hustle.
I see that.
You know what I mean? And everybody that work, I'm not gonna say work for me or work with me, get paid somewhere or another. You know what I mean? I had somebody that was doing my workshops every quarter. I was paying her $150 a month just to get this information together and present it to them so they can have all that. I was paying her. You know what I mean? And I was paying another person, you know what I mean, to upload my shows. Upload upload blogs and stuff.
Hold up, real quick. Now, at the beginning, that was all the stuff that you was doing by yourself.
Yeah.
When you was in there from 10, 12, midnight.
Yeah,
And so then just to hear you now, like, well, now I'm paying this person, so I don't have to do this job anymore. Now I'm paying this person, I don't got to do this job no more. Like, that shows the expansion and growth between the time that you first started of learning how to do it yourself and then realizing who could do it just as good, if not better. And you like, I can pay them now to do it.
Right.
Like,
So like
that's amazing,
it's
bro.
like this. like now. I got 2 GMs for both of my stations. They both getting paid. I ain't paying them out my own pocket. You get paid on what you bring in. Bring in your podcasters. fill the time slots up. You know what I'm trying to say? Pay me 30%. You know what I'm trying to say?
I think.
Yeah, man. So, yo, I'm changing lives, bro. I'm giving people opportunity to be entrepreneurs. I'm giving people opportunities to go out there and get it on their own. And I don't think no other platform is doing that.
Do you think not in the spirit of competition, but do you think it would behoove us all better as a community, right? If we all did that. So, for instance, in a perfect world, you don't want nobody doing nothing that you already doing, right? But then in the sense, it's like, well, fuck, if we could change the culture of like, all right, look, if I'm doing this and I'm being one of the forefathers as far as an example of making platforms, revenue streams, entrepreneurs, how much stronger would we be as a market if we all did that? If Radio 5, all these other places did that, and we all came up. Of course, we're competing in a sense, but we're also
that's a lot
creating a culture of like, let's
that is a culture.
not fuck
community.
FM, right? But fuck it. Let's do this. Let's do this together.
Yeah,
you think that's something we need to do? Is it important on a macro sense?
No. I don't think it'll work.
Why is that?
You put bosses in a room and ask one person to be a boss, you're gonna get jealousy.
Not one person.
Yeah.
Remember, you got your all separate markets.
But what I'm saying is, listen, say for instance, like it's us 3. You own your radio station, you own your radio station, I own my radio station, right? And we all come together. We all got different platforms, and then we all think about we all put all these ideas in a pot, and then I just start delegating. Yeah, yo, you go do that. You go do that. This and that there. Now y'all get together. Who the fuck Phil think he is? I got my own radio station. I ain't gonna do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's quickly gonna happen because everybody got their own egos. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's why I say there's no competition. Cause I ain't got time to worry about what you doing in your lane, what you doing in my lane. I'm in my own lane.
Right. And it's enough
Now,
out here for everybody.
And there's enough out here for everybody.
Right. Now, what if, all right, so in another aspect of the game, right? So, let's say radio station. We each got each other lane, right? Now, is it possible, do you think, that they could create a mastermind of what they already have? Yo, there may be something that you may see, you might be like, hey, yo, try this, yo. That shit might help you out a little bit better.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Sharing information?
yeah.
Yeah. Just like earlier.
He chasing with us.
Yeah, I mean.
That is true.
Earlier, right.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean.
Look, I forgot about it. My bad.
No, it's not. Just like earlier when we talked. See, that's the perfect way to do it. Yo, I see that you need it. You have a need. Okay, if you have a need, like, why can't I share how I got mine with you? There's people out there that won't share it. They won't share the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get into video. I don't know nothing about it.
I'm here to tell you everything I fucked up and found out how to do it right.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say,
Yeah, I had no problem with that. Yeah.
but guess what? I don't have no problem paying a motherfucker to do it, and then I'll just market the shit out of it.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to
Oh,
say?
we already know you know how to market. We already know that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Nigga say what?
yeah, man. So that's what I'm trying. That's my thing. You know what I'm trying to say? I will put up my last dollar. I will be broke to chase the dream, bro. And my dream is to have.
I want to ask you that.
My dream is to have 1,500 radios, 1,500 studios.
Do you want to do FM or do you want to stay on this?
No.
particular path? So fuck FM.
Why?
This is the future.
He said,
We
"This
gonna
is
take
my
it."
shit.
No,
I got this
it's-
lane."
Listen,
I'm in.
but hold on. I quickly realized when you listen to 92Q, what they say. Make sure y'all tune in on 92Q.com.
They're trying to push the traffic back that way because they
Right.
see the future.
Yep.
See,
That
we
is true.
already in the lane. They trying to get in the lane because people can listen to me at home. They putting computers in the car. Eventually, they can listen to me in the cars.
Anyway,
What my man I work with, I mean my supervisor, I'm not even gonna say my man's, my supervisor, he had a rental. It was a BMW rental. Yo had a computer in the car,
oh, they got him.
and when we went in there, just for curiosity, I said, yo, put in 1,500 radio down there.
Right.
Put it in, we listening to 1,500 radio in the car. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yes, sir.
If the Well, I forget the name of that the bureau that runs the airways.
Oh,
Is it the
man.
FCC?
FCC.
The FCC can't regulate the internet.
Is that
Ooh.
yet? Well,
Yeah,
didn't they
least
just
for now.
pass some shit
At
like a
least
year ago?
for
They
now.
about, yeah,
they
on
trying.
They tried. No, I think they just passed some shit. That doesn't the legislation doesn't kick in yet. Maybe a couple more years, but it was all over
It's
the news.
already a
yeah,
bill
like
now,
they did some shit that's gonna get us
But
good.
right
Yeah,
now,
because it's gonna be on
right now they can't touch it. I mean, only thing that's really controlling us right now is
But I mean, they
It's
passed
like-
it's a tier system. Meaning, if you signed up with a certain provider, you would get a certain amount of like signal strength or bandwidth, depending on like right now, if you got Comcast cable, you can get high speed thing. But they're gonna make it to the point where they can monetize like, oh boom, if you got a lot of money, if you 1,500 versus not safe it is, you can pay for stronger this when it shouldn't be that way, like a tier system.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, gotcha.
Not so much like you can't. The barrier to entry is going to be difficult for people who have less assets up front because they just can't afford.
yeah.
to get
But what
it.
I'm
Not
saying,
everybody can get on the
what I
internet.
mean
Right.
by
That's the thing.
regulate is they can't tell you what to say, how to say it.
Right.
They can't tell you that over the internet. Of
Oh,
course,
man,
you know
that's
they
gonna
can
be
they can control other stuff, but they on the airways they when it's a family thing. But now the internet, you know what I mean, is up to the parents to control it in their homes instead of all of us hopping in the car and the kids in there and you on the radio tomorrow. So fuck, bitch, this, that, and third.
That
I mean,
is
so
true,
that's when they
can't.
come up with the regulations and stuff like that
Mhm.
that you can't do it. As well as like TV, even though like TV starting to get a little crazy with it. Yeah,
Little
man,
bit.
but
They're going to be fucking real soon.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
And I'll be tuning in.
Yeah, man,
First
so-
of all, thank you so much. We ain't done yet. We got a few more minutes.
okay.
We've already over an hour. See how that shit smooth?
We already.
Oh, damn.
Already over out. We
My
about-
bad. I talked
No,
too much.
ain't no my bad. Listen. Outside of my wife and wanting to eventually go to the movies, go see Terminator 2. That new Terminator, hard as a
You know
wall.
what? I was gonna ask you about that,
Nigga,
bro.
you
Because
seen
I'm
it
like,
already?
cause I'm
I
like,
seen
yo,
it
that's
last
a-
night.
Cause
I
I'm like,
ain't-
yo, they done had all these goddamn Terminator.
We the same
and
way.
I'm like, yo,
It might be the hardest one ever.
seriously?
real.
I'm not lying
Hold up,
to
we
you.
Did you
talking
have to
about
watch the other
original
ones
and
to
the,
see?
and the second
I
one?
mean, if you've seen one of them, it's the same thing. A robot, sent back in time from
right.
AI
so
to
you
kill
telling me
mother-
it might be better than the first
Fam,
and the second one?
It took 10 minutes to start the action scene, and it didn't stop. And when I mean it stopped like, all right, we almost did. What we gonna do next? Like, that was the stop. It wasn't like, let's go in the park and talk. Like, them niggas will stop to catch their breath. And then
Damn.
all of a sudden, the
They
niggas come through
back
the wall
at
and
it.
shit.
Damn.
Baby! Wasn't that shit good? Hell yeah! I told you. You heard it.
Catch
all
Nick.
right,
at
so look.
Nick so damn loud.
Yeah, look, that's me.
Nick so loud.
It's fitting, right? I feel like it's
Yeah, it is.
you got a podcast you doing too, out your own shit.
Oh yeah.
And we trying to come the fuck on. What's the name of it?
drink with
Phil
Phil.
drink a lot.
Drink with
Phil drinking, we talk about beers.
Yeah, he said Phil drink. Y'all come on, man. When
All right,
y'all-
so
when y'all available?
Is that out there now? Have you started it? Where can people find
Oh
it?
yeah, so
Is it
Drink
on
with Phil,
1500?
1500radio.net
Okay.
/ or drink with Phil. Yeah,
That's audio format only or audio and video?
no, it's audio, just audio.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
Drink
Drink with
video.
Phil.
I
Call
did
call
it.
Drink,
Probably
drink
some
with
video.
Phil.
Drink with Phil.
We got drink Henny.
Toasting, laughing, niggas.
Oh
joking.
yeah,
we
it
got-
Probably just some video. You talking about doing the video? You probably
Hold
just
up, you got a drink Henny or is like you get
No, whatever. Just let me know what y'all drink and I accommodate. So yeah, drink with Phil kind of went up because I worked a lot, and it started to felt like a job. So I had to get back to like the love of radio. So I was like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna do my own show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then I did it, and the show, I just do it
We
whenever.
try, come on, man. We try, because if it's anything like the fucking conversation we had, matter of fact, it's gonna be nothing like it. It's gonna be your
Right.
shit.
It's, yeah,
And then
it's,
you ain't gotta re-explain your story to us, so we can just talk our goddamn shit. Like how he been stripping for years, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm a regular tax-paying good American.
hey yo, I'm gonna
You know?
hit Nick with a goddamn muffin. I bet you he catch that
That
bitch
type
with
of
his
shit.
mouth.
Yeah,
So-
but I do want to say this, yo. I love the way the media game going now. I got much love for everybody in the game.
Respect.
You know what I mean? Because I'm quiet. And when I go in the room, I'm quiet, and a lot of people just be thinking like I'm to myself and things like that. I'm just genuinely just a quiet person when I'm in a room with a lot of people I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
Me too.
I just fall back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I do. I'm fans of these people. You know what I mean? I'm fans
Shout
of
'em
all
out.
of them.
Let them
I
hear.
mean,
Give them the flowers while they alive. Radio on Fire.
Yeah, like
BBC Radio. JS1.
yeah, like Radio on Fire. I love what they doing down there. Even though I think it's TV on fire, but I like what they doing down there. Aries Lounge, you know, I like what Jay Hill doing for the city.
Jay.
Cool, and I mean, I like what Show doing for the city, especially what he was doing with the Squeezy Boys last year. I thought that was dope. Of course, you know, Raven Press, she doing her thing. But just that's just people that's not on my platform, but just Brenny, you know what I mean, Skitty, Straight Up in the Morning, yo. Y'all gotta make sure y'all gotta check that out. Straight Up in the Morning, I got a morning show on the weekends that's extremely dope. And I called Twancast the radio killer because he listened to everything I told him about radio and he's doing it. He's fucking killing this shit, and I feel like they're gonna give him a job soon. You know what I'm trying to say? The Plainest Jane, she dope. GTR,
What was the
Girl
last name
Talk
you just
Radio,
said?
The Plainest Jane.
Did she just do the 100 Man Grand interview? 100 Grand Man, 100 Man Grand.
I don't know what she did.
I'm trying to
I
think.
don't know
I
what-
remember seeing her. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't know. I don't know what she
Remember
did.
somebody else.
Shannon Crystal with Girl Talk Radio. They doing their thing. Everybody down Podcast City. Everybody down there new. They doing their thing. Shout out everything 1500. And if I miss you, I'm sorry. Shout out to Skitty. Did I say his name?
You
already?
said,
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a whole bunch of people, man.
He like,
that's-
man, I can't.
yeah, it's a whole bunch.
All the
And man,
time.
and like I said, I always say shout out everything 1500, past and present, because without, like it or not, your platform, you started with me, ain't nothing without me. I mean, and that's real shit. You feel me? And they can go
vice
ahead
versa.
and like, yeah.
vice versa too,
and
right?
I always say that.
right.
I always say
Everything-
I think you heard me say that everything.
Never heard you say
No,
that.
I'm
You know
talking
what I did
about-
hear you say though?
No,
You
what?
said, "Fuck all them niggas." That's what he told me. I said, "Phil, why you so mad, man?
No.
Fuck these
Oh, no.
niggas."
I'm talking about we was talking. No, you didn't. Did you come to the brunch?
I did not come to the brunch.
Okay, so I was at the brunch. I was telling them, yo, I'm nothing without my team.
Love it.
And that means
That's what's up.
my shows, people that work behind the scenes,
Your family and friends that listen to you vent when you got shit
everybody,
going
like, yo,
on.
everybody, like, I'm nothing without. Everybody plays a part. Everybody plays a part of success. You know what I'm trying to say? When I throw my event, everybody 1500 getting it for free. No matter what I'm doing. If you was on my platform, yo, I feel like I owe it to you because I'm nothing without y'all. I'm nothing.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I always show my appreciation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I always show my appreciation. My phone been going off the whole time.
Wednesday, we're gonna hold you a few more minutes.
No.
Wednesday,
You hold me as long
you
as
got
want.
this trap karaoke. Is that what it's called? Or
Trap karaoke. Yes, sir.
that's what it's called. That shit like it's gonna be fun as a motherfucker. Where it's gonna be at? What time? Let the motherfuckers know.
Oh.
Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
This Wednesday,
All right.
November the 6th. We can't call it trap karaoke, yo.
You can't.
No, that's trademark.
Is it?
Yeah, so I don't own the rights to that name.
Okay. So
I
we
got
gonna
you. I
call
got
it
you covered.
Karaoke that involves trap.
No,
hits.
it's really called it's rap karaoke with the X over the T.
I see.
You get what I'm saying?
Bong, I saw it. I saw the
Nah,
flyer.
man.
Smart.
Yeah, you
Yup,
know?
that Brandon and marketing shit. We just gonna put a little
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
there real quick.
Right.
Yeah,
But leave
man.
that big enough so you can see behind.
So we talking about that karaoke and that feature trap music. You know,
Gotcha.
Wednesday, November the 6th at the Montego Bar.
It's a weekly thing going on.
No,
Bi-weekly,
a monthly thing.
Okay.
I do for every first Wednesday, but I'm gonna do 2 this month to see how it is because people just always asking like, why you only do it once a month? I'm trying to tell you, I haven't had a dull one yet.
How many have you had?
I've been doing it. This is my 6th one. I've been doing it since the summertime.
Okay.
Okay.
Lit.
All right.
Lit.
What time was
Go ahead. Do it again.
Lit.
What time is it start again?
It started at 7,
In that.
ends at 12. Happy
Okay.
hour from 7 to 9. Karaoke start at 9:30.
All right. So I got
Okay.
because you know I got a job.
Yeah,
But,
me too.
Yeah, I got it.
yeah, but
I got a
No,
job.
I'm like, I got a job,
and I got
like
a kid.
a real
You
job.
got a kid too.
Yeah.
so how the fuck do you do all this and go to work? Like I try to do all this shit in the weekend, fam.
Part-time effort gives you part-time results.
Well, I guess you just fucked up everything I thought I was gonna have excuse for. Like, bitch, do
Nigga.
you want it or do you
You
want
want
it?
it. Right.
What the fuck you want? All right,
It sounds cute if you say you want it and you don't really do it.
I'm gonna
but-
be in there. I'm gonna come in there to like
Yeah.
from like 7 to 7:35.
Right. Nigga, that's how that shit.
Part-time-
They gonna
Yo,
get sleep.
nigga, I
Listen.
be tired of them
I'm gonna come
motherfuckers.
through. I'm gonna definitely come through.
Part-time, I forgive you part-time results. So if I can put in 8 hours at my job, I can
For
put
them.
in, I can put 8
at my
hours for
craft.
myself. Yeah.
Well,
Woo!
Yep,
16
that's what
hours
that
straight,
is.
just
A day.
um,
And I got 2 kids.
Mm.
So you only can imagine how much sleep I get.
woo. That's what you call
I respect
heart wrenching grinding right there, bruh. I respect it
People
all
don't
the way.
understand that, yo. 2 platforms. I got over 20 shows on both platforms. I'm looking for a new building. I'm dealing with all that. Still taking care of my kids and still working 9 to 5.
What's your goddamn handle? Say it.
yeah.
Give me your goddamn handle. Nick, put it on the goddamn screen. Tell me again. Put it.
Say it
Go
too.
ahead. Say it.
What? Oh, 1500 radio.
Hey, y'all already heard the man. Hold on. We
man.
gotta give him a round of applause one time. real quick.
Thank you.
No,
man.
we appreciate you coming on, man. You took your time with us. I
Yeah, man.
honestly say, I can honestly say that I know a lot more about
Thank you.
Right.
not only the platform 1500 Radio, which has been changing lives for people, right? But
Yeah.
also about you
Changing
and your
lives.
involvement in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I knew it was your ass.
And then it
When
was
you
like,
used to post shit back, I said, it's that nigga in the back. Right?
No.
See the nigga in the back? Cool nigga.
You
That's
had the
him.
question mark on there. Like,
That's
man,
him.
who was that
That's
nigga?
that
Chuck,
motherfucker.
he tall as motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can pick that
That's
nigga
a
out
motherfucker.
over the crowd.
Why
He
the fuck
like,
he in all
I wasn't getting pictures for a long time.
Mm.
People drove me in. People made me do it.
yeah, they had to. They was like, bro, you
They made me do it.
yeah.
And my shout out my man Mo Rax. He really with this trap karaoke thing. He said, "Dog."
rap karaoke.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Rap karaoke. Yeah, man. But he was like, "Dog, like, yo, people want to see Phil. People come out for you. So why you keep trying to be in the background when your natural's places in the front?" You know what I'm trying to say? So shout out to Mo Rax. That's my GM for Podcast City.
Okay.
And ever since he told me that, I've been hosting it myself.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're gonna rapid fire some of these questions because you said you was with the shits, and I know you with the shits. So we're gonna just go ahead and ask them. So that's the camera right there in case you want to look. You trying to judge? Hey, Mark, you know where I'm about. We ain't do this
I
in a
know.
while.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
been trying to be sophisticated. I'm trying to
We're
listen.
trying to be
I do
all-
a lot of reading. You know, I'm not just this animated. I'm a lot of that, but I'm
Not
very
just that, though.
But we're gonna go back to one of our favorite couple questions. One of them being, we're gonna say that one I'm gonna ask for the very end.
Okay.
We talked about a few things. Shout out AO Podcast.
Oh,
Shout
yeah,
out Wiz
yeah.
Buffy.
I
Shout out the fam.
Oh yeah.
Me
Bong.
and L Fan
Bong.
had he came on my radio station. He was on Straight Up in the Morning,
Okay.
the show I was showing about. We had a whole conversation, and I was giving him hella game. And for a dude to be humble like that and just listen to it and then appreciate it, I'm like, dog, yo, you one of a kind. You
I
know
love
what I mean?
This is what it is. We need more.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know you. You don't know me. I barely know this nigga. I barely know me. I somebody look in the mirror like, but we need.
Oh yeah,
I
shout
like this
shout out
shit.
to Jay, cause Jay just texted me and said he listening. He said he want to call in.
My man Jay. You know what?
He
Damn.
must got something he
We
want
never
to say.
did a call in, but we ain't really got
We
time.
never- yeah.
Jay, we gonna figure it out. Matter of fact, to be 100% honest, we just gonna have y'all both on again.
Okay,
it's a
Do
good
that.
thing
Yeah,
to do, right?
that's
Why
the
not?
thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was saying, as I keep pointing, it's a good energy we having. I'm new to all this shit. And when I say I want to have people on, Raven has said it, I've talked to rich people about it. I'm not worrying about chasing. It's so many people that are right here.
Right.
Right.
I don't gotta go get Obama or Oprah. It's like, no, this man got
let's
a
do it
story
for the
to
city.
tell.
Yeah.
I
do it for
see
the
what's
city and
going
all
on.
that.
Right.
I want to learn about it. And having people on like you, like Jay, like Stars, like everybody who's come on and signed this
Yeah.
wall one day. I truly appreciate and honor the time that you're taking to just sit down and talk.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Real
we'll get
talk.
these motherfucking questions.
Ain't
Hey,
Hey,
so
Gucci gang,
we
Gucci
talked
gang.
about on AO Podcast Cougar Love.
Cool.
How you feel about Cougars? You like Cougars?
Ooh.
Man, they
Like that
nice.
old pussy?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like all women. You know.
You'll put
You like
you'll
them
put his
Cougars,
hand. You'll put his hand in the pussy.
What do Cougars usually smell like? It's a good smell. Come on, let's give it to them. Bacon, egg, and
smell like?
cheese? What they smell like?
Nah.
Bacon, egg, and cheese.
Cocoa butter?
Nigga, what kind of?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I can tell.
Flowers.
Flowers. What kind of flowers? You
Things
talking
I
about
like, I
lilies?
like
or
the
something?
thing I like
Sunflowers?
about cougars that they extremely clean. They know
They
how
are.
to clean their body.
They clean, they shave.
Mhm.
They got all the young girl shit out the way.
Yeah.
That I'm cute. Nah, bitch, you gotta be more than cute. Gotta
Mhm.
shave that
They
cougar.
always clean. They
All right.
always smell good. So I shout out
you
to
sucking
the
toes?
cougars. No, sir.
You ain't sucking no toes?
No, sir.
Me neither. Real niggas don't suck no toes.
Nah.
You don't suck no toes though, right?
Nah.
All right.
Oh, he's on him, but I know.
I know he sucked toe. He sucked toe. No, you sucked toe. You missed it with the shits. I know you forgot, bitch, but you missed it with the shits.
That's probably about the only
do
thing I don't
everything.
do.
Nah, he's the only thing he don't do.
They can pee on you.
Well, that just
Go to showers.
No, but I did pee on the bed before.
Seriously?
How did that work? Was it a full bottle of water or was it like a little tinkle tinkle?
Nah, it was a morning piss too, y'all.
Damn, you hit him with the long.
That was the
yeah,
long
nah,
shit where you had to lean over.
Listen,
Damn, this pee
it
feel
was
good.
just something.
It's warm.
It was.
Oh,
What happened was I was laying in the bed. I was listening to Dave Chappelle. I wanna piss on you.
Oh my God,
So,
R. Kelly skit.
Yeah. So I was joking at first, and I was like, "Yo, you should let me pee on you." She was like, "All right."
Black girl, white girl.
She was black.
Black women. That's what I'm talking about.
She was like, "All right." She was like, "How we gonna do it?" I was like, "Lay down in the tub."
How we gonna do it?
Like,
Lay down in the tub.
Yeah.
How big were you? You bitch big now? That's a big ass nigga peeing on somebody.
Shit,
That's
Like,
scary.
was you? Hold up.
If that was my
Let's set
sister,
this straight.
and
So
this
she
big
laid
fella
down
wanna
in the
pee on her,
tub.
but like that is
She
assault.
laid down in the tub. Do you like get in the tub and pee on, or do you
Assault.
stand
I was
outside
standing
of the tub
outside the pub.
I'm gonna ask my wife if she let me
Listen,
pee
yo,
on her.
when you
and you
when-
gonna get fucked up on site?
Motherfucker. I'm gonna say, Phil did
Phil did it.
Phil
did it.
but I did
Phil,
it.
go ahead and
I
tell him
did
how you made that
it.
bad.
I keep kicking the mic. I did it before that.
Okay.
I did that.
All right.
She
period.
didn't pee on me, but I peed on her.
She peed on that
All right,
nigga.
just
She peed on
make
that
it clear.
Let's make it clear.
Period pussy.
Fuck that.
You with it or not?
Say it
Fuck
again.
period pussy.
No, I don't run red lights. I will be
No
the
red
law.
lights.
I be the law.
All right.
I might strike a yellow light, but not
You might do
red.
it. So
That's that first.
That
The
fourth-
first.
No, not the first.
day.
Nigga, see you nasty
No,
No,
bitch.
no, I'm talking.
Not the
I'm,
first.
I'm talking about the fifth. The
Yeah,
fifth
fifth,
day.
fourth day, fourth and a half
I-
day.
it
No,
was
fourth day is
apparently
probably
like
like-
5 days, right?
Supposedly,
Well,
you know,
6,
as the cougars get a little older,
So yeah.
they cycle be a little different. My wife told me that, so it's not sexually insensitive, bitch.
All right.
You eating ass?
I'll do a yellow light.
You do a yellow light? All right, you eating ass?
Nah.
No?
I ain't sucking
No?
ass.
You putting ass on your face. You said I ain't sucking no ass.
Sucking
see, see, this how it works. You say sucking the ass.
Yeah.
Eating the ass is
he
kind
on
of.
the asshole.
I ain't sucking no
Yeah,
asshole,
that's
nigga. I ain't no
nah.
fuck. All right.
ain't really in my thing. You know what I mean?
She can't even put the ass on your face.
Nah.
Me neither, my nigga. I don't do that nasty
Nah,
ass shit.
man.
Don't look at that sticker right there to say I eat ass.
Nah.
Right, that's not for me.
Cause Nick
That's
put
not
it,
for me.
Nick put it down there with his lips.
That's not for me. That's
You
kind
put
of
it
funny,
down.
bitch.
He put it down there.
All right, so you don't eat ass.
Nah.
You'll fuck with some period blood. You ain't
No.
eating it.
I didn't say.
Fourth day, yellow light, yellow light.
Yellow light.
Little light spotting, right? All right.
Oh,
He's
I
fuck
hate
with some
this
period
shit.
blood. He don't suck no toes. He'll
Nah.
pee on the motherfucker.
I will.
Everybody suck titties. You ain't worry about that.
Yeah. Suck
What
my
else we
nipple
involved?
too.
Come on, with some other wild shit.
Oh, some other wild shit. You into that BDSM? You tying
Yeah,
your broad up
motherfucker
and
beat
hanging
you?
up from the ceiling?
What?
Yeah, you know, like whipping,
Hell
none
no.
of that shit, choking. You,
No, none of that can find me. That's a problem. Niggas be letting these females get too much control.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah,
what
man.
if you put her in control?
she
You
say,
put her
choke me, Phil.
Right.
Phil, you
Tie
too big
me
to-
up,
Phil
tie
too
me
big to
up,
choke
Phil.
somebody.
I choke,
Nah,
man,
Phil.
choke,
Little
man,
choke,
little choke, yeah. But I ain't into the handcuffing me, wrapping me to the.
I'm saying you gonna handcuff her though?
Look, cutscene the Phil.
I
big
really-
ass.
I mean,
Yo.
you already pissed on the chick. You
How
gonna
about,
handcuff her, she actually
how
did.
about this?
All right,
Let's make it regular. I'm
Alright.
into regular sex.
regular. You getting old, my nigga. This is
Yeah.
regular sex.
You're like, nah, fuck
You
that
sit there and
shit.
shut the
Yeah,
hell up.
man. I barely want to face to face. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at
Just
that.
give me a couple.
You said I barely want to face to face.
Alright,
Bitch, I'm
boom.
just trying to get this nut. I don't need you staring him for goddamn
Ooh,
face. That nigga.
Real shit.
Feel cruddy. Feel
Yeah.
dirty.
He said
Uh,
I'm dirty.
Yo be,
Say,
yo be fucking
I don't
with
even
her
really
with
wanna
his
look
hand
at
over her face.
Yeah,
They don't want to look at us even real talk.
Yeah,
Y'all see the
real
nigga
shit.
cum face? You see the memes? They be like, so we ugly as a motherfucker.
Yo, like that one you posted on your story that the other day.
Yeah, yeah. It be bad out this motherfucker. All right, last one. And we talked about this a couple shows back. Club pussy. Follow me here.
Uh-oh.
She bad, all that other shit, right? But you know, the whole time she twerking and dancing, her butt cheeks is just creating an ass pussy soup, right? It just,
Man, I asked
it look good, but you pull that motherfucker off. It's Now, I say that to say this. Think of the baddest chick you like, Nikki, Megan, whoever. And the only chance you got to get it is to get it right after the club. You fucking with it?
Yeah.
When I mean get it, I mean like eating, sticking, all that.
Right.
We ain't
Club
suck- We
pussy.
ain't sucking club. We ain't sucking club pussy.
But you'll fuck some
we'll
club pussy.
Fuck it though.
So what you
Been
gonna-
there before.
You been there before?
Yeah.
What
Been there
kind of
before,
technique
but
you
he like, I ain't doing it no more.
Eh,
He like, I'm tired of that shit.
You
Yeah,
look
yeah,
away.
yeah,
You
like-
look away when you hit it. How you?
I don't know, yo. When you got a couple glasses of Henny up,
That
man,
make everything
that-
all right.
Everything is
You know, this club pussy ain't too bad.
Ain't that
This
really ain't too
this
bad.
brunch pussy. This ain't too bad. This day brunch.
Yeah, it smell.
It's just a little.
Yeah, it's
sweat,
like
you
it
know
smell
what I
like
mean?
turkey meat.
Turkey meat. Damn, that's nasty. as a
Man, you
motherfucker.
just fucked up turkey.
Yeah,
for me.
I don't want turkey meat. Thanksgiving ain't gonna be the same now. I'm like, God damn, pass that club pussy. I mean turkey meat.
he said. But
Hey
yeah,
Phil,
At least it's
thank you
rotisserie.
so much. Come on, give
I
him one more goddamn hand
appreciate
clap.
y'all,
We
man.
appreciate you. My motherfucking man Phil.
Thank you.
They know
man.
where to follow. I'm gonna put the handle one more time, and before it's all said and done, my right hand, Marvin, gonna close us out and let them know where they can find us.
All right, first of all, we're going to thank 1500 Radio. Thanks again, bro, coming
Appreciate
on.
you, man.
Make sure you follow host Nick at Nick Solal on Instagram. Make sure you follow the page, Not Safe for Ears, on the Instagram page. You can shoot us an email at notsafeforears@gmail.com. Make sure you check us out on all the platforms and everything like that. Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes. Then me, myself, I'm MG2_fit. But make sure y'all hit the post notifications. Go to the YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button. And then tell your friends to tell another friend to tell another friend to tell a mama to tell a friend. So then that way we got all the friends and all that kind of stuff. So,
got all your friends.
man, thank y'all for always tuning in each and every Sunday. And we out, bitch!